What's up everybody, welcome back to Garage Gym Gains. I'm Ricky and this is the channel where we review everybody's home gyms. So if you have a home gym, make sure you go through the link down below and it'll walk you through the steps of how to get it on the channel. And of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button because that's what everybody on YouTube is supposed to say. Or at least that's what it seems like. Either way, today we're gonna take a look at Chip's home gym. Chip has spent about $14,000 on his home gym. It started in 2013. His favorite part of the home gym is his power rack, and I have not seen the video yet, so I really have no idea what to expect. As per usual, we're going in blind, and I am excited for it. We post 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today should be Monday on this video, so hope you're having a great week.
Hey, what's up everybody? I want to take a few minutes today and give you a quick tour of my home gym. This is Home Gym 3.0. Started my home gym journey, if you will, in 2013. I've been adding to it a little bit over time. Kind of thought I was done in January of 2020, and then COVID hit, and I was very happy to have a home gym at that point and not feel the need to, try to rush out and find equipment. In that same year, we had the opportunity to sell our house and decided to do a custom build. In that custom build, I decided I wanted to sell most of my equipment from the old gym and upgrade to a new rack in the new gym. So first off, I'll talk about the room. This is a bonus room above.
Real quick, before he gets into that, I'm already liking that squat rack behind him. Everybody comment down below what your favorite part of his home gym is. But it's a different color than we're used to. I really like that green. We've seen a lot of red on the channel, which I do love. We've seen a lot of black, gray, stuff like that, but we don't see a lot of green. So I'm excited for some variety.
Of the garage, and the question I get asked all the time is, that doesn't sound like a good idea having that much weight in a bonus room upstairs, and that is a very fair question. Because this was a custom build, we were actually able to work with the builder and have the engineered I-beams that were normally spaced 16 inches on center, spaced 12 inches on center. So that adds a lot of structural integrity to the room. I've actually always had my home gym in an upstairs room, whether it was when my first gym was on the 2nd floor and my previous gym was on the 3rd floor. So I've kind of been studying, having conversations, reading a lot about how to maximize your space safely in an upstairs gym. So with that in mind, everything was strategically placed and laid out so that I don't have any concern about the integrity of the room. My concern was never going through the floor, into the garage, but mainly worrying about sagging, things like that might impact windows being opened properly and things like that. And the way that we built this room and the way that I have laid out the gym, I don't have any concerns about that. So with that in mind, we'll go ahead and jump into the tour. So first off, talk about the centerpiece of any home gym. That's going to be the power rack. You can see here I have the Rogue RM6 in bright green. With this RM6, I actually went with what a lot of folks refer to as an RM5. And what that includes is a 30-inch front depth rather than the standard 43-inch. Still get the 24-inch extension as well as the storage posts. I also opted for 6-inch storage posts rather than the standard 12-inch storage posts. You can see in the space where I have the rack placed, fits nicely between the windows.
That looks like literally a perfect fit. Very nicely done. I've never heard the term RM5 before. It makes sense. A little bit smaller RM6, just the depth changing because RM6 is a huge rack and not everybody likes huge racks. Some people like a little bit smaller rack, something you can manage a little bit better. So that must be the case here. I do like that he went with the 6-inch weight pegs. You can still get a ton of weight on there, and with having so many of them, the deep dish plates, obviously they're going to take up a little bit more space rather than, say, a calibrated plate. These deep dish plates have been very popular as of late. I've not had the chance to see them in person yet, but every time I see them on camera, I'm blown away with how good they look.
I added a front top cross beam. I've also got a top beam on the back. You'll see there's no pull-up bar. I'll talk more about that in a few minutes. Rogue was really great at accommodating my requests regarding adding the 30-inch cross members for the front instead of the 43, as well as swapping out the pull-up bar for an extra top beam, which saved me a little bit of money. You can see I've got the surplus strength universal pulley system, high and low. Just got that in a couple of weeks ago and I absolutely love it. Very, very smooth, takes up minimal space, does exactly what I need it to do for my setup. It's also very, very sleek, very well built, very, very nice piece of equipment. In the back of the rack here is where I've got all my storage, monster leg rollers, 12-inch monster storage pins that I use as utility pins, band pegs, chain storage, as well.
I spy some wall storage over there.
As well as Rogue deep dish plates. I also have the Rogue Monster bench prop, went with the safety straps, as well as the pin and pipe safeties. I added the pin and pipe safeties because I have a pin and pipe safety pivot from Black Widow training gear, which I like to utilize in some landmine type movements, but actually up on the rack. Check them out. That's a great option to add some variety to your training. Also have the Rogue landmine. Go Strong roller J-cups. Love these. Very, very nice. Very expensive, but in my opinion, completely worth the cost for what you're getting. I did go with the standard J-cups as the J-cups that came with the rack.
I'm definitely team roller J-cups, whether you get the Ghost, some other brand, or the Titan versions. Rolling J-cups are certainly the way to go. If you're moving a lot of weight, it's just way easier to adjust the centering of where the bar is at. You're not always going to re-rack it perfectly center. And once you get a bunch of weight on there, that knurling likes to stick into the UHMW on J-cups, and it's very difficult to slide back and forth. So roller J-cups, definitely a good idea.
Up here I have the Titan glute ham roller. One thing that you'll see as we go through is my rack is not 100% brand loyalty, or my gym is not brand loyal. I kind of have a hodgepodge of things that I've bought and purchased over the years based off of what I felt was the best option for me at that time. For my flat bench, I have the Rep FB 4000. Purchased this, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago maybe. In my old gym was a little bit more space constraints, and so the shorter bench was actually perfect for what I needed. And it's a good quality bench. I believe it's about 16 inches high, which is perfect. And for what I plan to bench, it's plenty strong. Adjustable dumbbells. I have the PowerBlock Classic 50 Plus with the 20-pound expansion kit. They actually don't make these anymore. These PowerBlocks were actually the first purchase that I made for my home gym in 2013. I started out with these PowerBlocks and an adjustable bench from Dick's Sporting Goods, the fitness gear bench. These have done everything I needed them to do for the last 9 years.
I have a video about PowerBlocks. I will probably not remember to link it down in the description, but I do love PowerBlocks. You can search it, PowerBlocks Garage Gym Gains, it'll come up, but I love them. That's the same type that I have. Mine go up to 90, I believe, or they did go up to 90. I did sell those as well. I can make a video on that story at some point if you want, but PowerBlocks, definitely the way to go in my opinion. There are some other adjustable dumbbells out there that are very good as well. I just really like the PowerBlocks.
Quality construction, they still look very similar to when I first got them after years of abuse. Really do like the PowerBlocks. A lot of folks don't like the design, but for me, they are perfect. Also have the Rogue box squat box. I love box squatting. I'm a big fan. It's done a lot of benefits for me over the years with box squatting, added to my squat and my deadlift, in my opinion. Also for step ups and box jumps and things like that. It's a very, very solid piece of equipment. It's very heavy. If you've ever tried to move one, it's not a lot of fun, but it does do a great job for whatever you need it for. Got a 35-pound kettlebell, 16 kilograms actually, from Kettlebell Kings. Had that for several years. Rogue adjustable bench 3.0. Again, another solid piece from Rogue. This is one of the upgrades I made in the new gym. I sold my old adjustable bench when I sold most of my stuff last year, and I've been very, very happy with this. Come over here, you can see, got the wall control. All the cool kids are doing it. I am a big fan of wall control. Since I started, or since I built this version of the gym, I actually have already added an extra panel and some more hooks to carry all of my attachments, bands, things like that. Marginally OCD with it, but yeah, this is great. It's able to keep everything that I need nice and organized off the floor.
That's definitely one of the most pleasing, most aesthetically pleasing wall control units that I've seen. Very good setup. I don't think we've seen the wall control in white on the channel yet. That might be a first. So props to Chip for bringing in the first white wall control unit. I love it. I think it looks great. Tons of stuff on there. Keeps it on the wall. Looks cool, and it's organized.
Moving on, it's my wall of barbells. Again, barbell collection that's kind of taken a few years to build. The top bar there is the Troy GOB 60, I think it is. This is a 5-foot bar. Just a bar I picked up years and years and years ago to be able to have an extra barbell to do circuits and things like that. And it does come in handy from time to time. I actually like it for hip thrusters because it's a shorter bar. It makes it a little bit more manageable to do hip thrusters with. Below that, Elite FTS American Camber bar. Love that bar. I think it's the best option for the price regarding a multi-grip bar. Earthquake bar by Bambell. Below that is the Titan axle bar. Below that is the Titan regular bar, which is a beater bar. Below that is the Rogue Ohio Power Bar in stainless steel bar with chrome sleeves. Below that is the Strong Arm Sport Sumo deadlift bar, and then the Titan Fitness Safety Squat bar, which I've also had for
lots of firsts in this one. I believe that's the first time we've seen one of the Sumo deadlift bars in a gym as well, unless I'm mistaken, and definitely correct me if I am, but I think that one's a first as well. Obviously has this knurling in the middle so that you're not scraping up your shins with the wider stance. Very cool.
a few years as well. Got my chalk pot up on the wall. This is one thing I did I thought was kind of neat. Nothing too crazy, but chalk pot has a magnetic back, and I screwed a magnet to the wall in order to hold the chalk pot up and out of the way. Go Strong, Clever built Genesis Jack 2.0. I think they had 21 or 22 left when I ordered that, and it looks really, really cool, and also is very, very functional. It's very nice. I've had a couple of different versions of deadlift jacks, and this is by far my favorite. It's my custom DIY deadlift platform. You can see, I haven't talked about flooring yet, but you can see the top rubber mat of the deadlift platform matches the flooring, which looks pretty cool. The green trim. I actually took a 24-inch cross member from the Rogue RN6 to Sherwin-Williams and had them color match the color of the rack to get a custom color paint. And then I used 1x3 trim, painted it, and put it around the platform. There's 2 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood below the 1/2 inch sheet of rubber flooring, and does exactly what I need to do. I think it looks really, really cool.
So I haven't seen that way of building a deadlift platform, but now that I see it, it seems completely obvious that that's how everybody should do it, because it looks freaking awesome. You can color match your rack or do some type of accent color on there, or black or whatever. The trim really adds an extra little pizzazz to the deadlift platform. And I think a lot of deadlift platforms are missing that pizzazz.
I'll take a step back there and see how it matches the rack. Gives a nice aesthetic to the gym. It's one of the things I was going for in this version. Last bar is kind of a no-name trap bar I bought for $100, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. Again, nothing fancy, does what I needed to do. This corner of the gym is kind of the, the conditioning corner, if you will. I've got a rep sandbag, the inertia wave, Rogue Echo bike, rings, ab straps, and the Rogue Jammer pull-up bar. That's one reason why I did not add a pull-up bar to my rack. There was about a year between selling our old home and finishing construction on our new home. During that time, we were living with my in-laws, and I purchased the Jammer bar in my temp setup so that I can still do pull-ups. And so I just moved that into the new gym and did not add a pull-up bar to the rack. So we'll talk about flooring for a second. I got these 8mm rubber sport tiles from American Floor Mats. They look great, they're solid, they're very functional. For this space that I have, if I could go back and do it again, I would do the rolled 4-foot sections, just because I think it'd be a little bit easier to get down. One thing that you know if you've ever built or bought a house is that no wall is 100% straight. So trying to get this flooring wall to wall, edge to edge was a task, I'll just say that. And again, I'm very, very happy with how it came out. But that is one thing that I would do differently, is I would actually go with the rolled rubber strips, the 4-foot strips, versus the tiles, just because I think it'd be a little bit easier to put down. But when it's all said and done, functionally, aesthetically, this looks really, really good. And I'm very, very happy with how that turned out. And that's my home gym tour. I know it was a very quick run through. If you have any more questions, definitely drop them in the comments below. If you want to give me a follow on Instagram, I'll drop my Instagram username in the description box. But otherwise, I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for watching.
Right on. First off, thank you, Chip, for sending in your home gym. I'm going to link his Instagram down below. So if you want to follow him, definitely do that. While you are typing your favorite parts of Chip's home gym, quick reminder to like and subscribe if you haven't already, because again, that's what YouTubers say, and we're trying to be YouTubers on here. But my favorite part of Chip's home gym was that rack. Perfect size. I like that. I believe that's also the first time I've seen the quote-unquote RM5. I like having the 6 posts, but a little bit shallower depth. I had an RM4 with the 43-inch depth, and I didn't have a problem with it. It was just pretty big. And I don't think that I really needed that much depth. I think I would have been fine with a 30-inch, which actually is what I was originally wanting, and it was in stock. But either way, let me know down below what your favorite part of his home gym is. Again, thank you, Chip, for sending that in. And if you have a home gym that you would like to see on the channel, go through the link down below to get that set up. We post Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday are celebrity/influencer gyms. That's all we got. I used to end all my videos by hitting a front double by, and maybe we'll get back into that. Probably not though, don't worry.